Hi guys, so for the past 2 years I've been soaking in this stock tank ice bath in wintertime, and I've been covering it with this tarp. But for this season I've made something new for the tub. Made myself a cover, a lid. So the tarp was getting a bit messy to handle, especially when it got cold. The thing would get all wet and frozen. There'd sometimes be a puddle of water sitting on top. And then you got to find somewhere to lay it down. And a snowy deck in winter, the thing would get all frozen. So, and wrapping the bungee cord around it, it worked, but I thought it was time to treat my stock tank to a brand new lid. It's 2.5 inch rigid foam insulation board. I bought that for about $25. I glued some chipboard to the top. Probably best to cover the whole surface. Cut out an identical shaped piece out of plywood to glue over top, but I wanted to be cheap and I used what I had, so I had just that strip, just enough glued down. I was able to attach 2 handles. That way I can just bend over and pull it off like a shield. Went ahead and used a stencil and spray painted the word Plunge with a polar bear, just something fun on those really cold days where you might need some motivation. Got a fun word just inviting me to have a plunge. So on the back side, I cut out a little bit of an indentation just so the cord can pass through for my de-icer. And I'm hoping that this cover being insulated will help insulate the tub and just make it easier on the de-icer to keep the surface from freezing over. I'm sure the tarp did a little bit in keeping the cold air blowing over top, but this will definitely help. If you're wondering what those 2 extra pieces of board are, I glued that to the surface just to place some bricks down because I wasn't able to cover the whole lid with plywood. I didn't want the bricks right on the foam and damaging the foam, so I made those 2 little platforms so I can weigh the lid down with bricks. When doing this, I made sure to use adhesive specific for foam insulation. Regular construction adhesive might burn through foam like this, so if you're going to build something similar, construction adhesive is no-go, or any kind of glue you want to use. Glue specific comes in a tube, like a caulking tube, and you can glue that down. It's safe for foam insulation. All right, so just want to thank everybody who watched my first video on how I set this tub up. Lots of great people writing and commenting on what they're doing for their stock tanks. If you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch. Feel free to subscribe. I'm going to make sure to post a lot more videos this winter of soaking here, as well as a few spots around my area where I like to seek out some wild swimming, wild cold swimming, wild soaking. It's great stuff. All right, guys.